What is going on, guys? I know it's been a super long time, but here's a little update vlog. So this is how the car sits as of right now. I am still waiting for my body kit and fenders. Basically, the front end, the hood is at the body shop. I got a hood vent molded onto it, but I did end up getting an LS6 intake manifold. I have LS2 coil packs and got new valve covers as well, but we're just going to jump right into it right now. I got to take the water pump off, and I have this barbed fitting right here that we're going to put into this hole, and we're going to go over John's house and have that welded in. Alright guys, I got the heater going. It may be a little hard to hear, but I got the water pump off. I'm going to take my throttle cable bracket off, and we're going to put a support brace there. Let me focus it. So like when I'm driving, I don't want to be pulling the pedal and it start like flexing like that. That is stainless steel, but obviously with a reinforcement, it'll be stronger. So I'm going to take that off, and then we're going to head to John's. Alright guys, so it's the next day. I did end up putting the throttle cable bracket back on, and the water pump, got that all situated. We welded that piece on, and then John had some like aluminum, silicone adhesive, whatever, for sealant, for extra insurance, I guess. So now what we're going to do is, I have some steel over there. What we're going to do is make a plate for the bell housing underneath, so no rocks get up in there while I'm driving. Okay, so I've decided first, before we do the transmission little block plate there, we're going to weld, come down here, I have these, like the radiator support pieces. I'm going to re-weld those just to make them look better, and then we're going to paint it. And then these little holes right here, I got those down to bare metal, and we're just going to fill them in and then repaint this whole inner fender piece. Alright, so now we have this all welded up and painted, ready to go. Now what we're going to do is the actual cover for the transmission on the bottom of the bell housing. I got my big sheet of steel here, and this is the little template that I had created. So I'm going to trace that onto here. So I went under there, I traced this, and now I traced it onto this piece of metal. We're going to cut it out, mock it up, and I'll show you guys that. Alright guys, so here is the finished product. Well, not finished, I still got to paint it, but... Alright, what's going on guys? It's probably been, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, but I got the bell housing little plate in. I'll show you guys in a second right now. Alright, so let's go into the car. Here is the plate that I put to protect the flywheel. I got nice zinc coated hardware for it, so that should be a huge protection from anything getting into the bell housing, like when I'm driving. So now what we are doing today is painting the interior. Now I went to the store, I bought truck bed coating, so the interior should look a lot better. Here's what it looks like so far. We got everything taped off. I did have to weld a few places, and I just filled that with self-etching primer. I don't know if I'm actually going to film the process, only because I don't want to get like overspray on my camera and like the lens and stuff, so I am going to get back to you guys after when it's fully done. It's going to be, I'm going to paint it black first and then do the truck bed coating, so I'll get back to you guys and show you what it looks like after the finished product. Alright y'all, quick update. So driver's side I almost have done with just the black spray paint, and I go to take off my trunk and hood latch, like from the actual inside of the car. I unbolted it, And there's a whole mouse nest hotel kind of deal inside the entire rocker. So I'm vacuuming that out right now. I had to take it out with like a pick. So I'm gonna vacuum it and I'll show you guys in a second. I was picking at it for actually quite a while, but that was like the main portion of the nest. So now that I got that out, I'm going to try to get like the small little pieces out, and then I'll update you guys back when I have the entire interior fully painted black. Okay, so here's what the inside looks like. It's all painted black. Looking good. Alright, so next week, yeah, I'm going to let this dry for a week, and then next weekend, we're going to paint it the truck bed coating, so stay tuned for that. I will see y'all in a week. Alright guys, we're back at it. It is the weekend now, so I'm pretty sure the interior is fully dried. So now we can start taking all of the plastic, the painter's plastic off, and see what this really looks like on the inside. And then we can put the seats in and the harnesses, strap it to the harness bar. And then I do have a little special something for the floor. I'll give you a little sneak peek of what it is. That's all you get. Obviously you saw it, but that's all you get. Alright, it's been a couple hours. I've been messing around with some things. Harness bar is completely bolted in. I took all the painter's plastic off, and now I'm just buttoning up these wires that are going by. I'm zip tying them to the chassis and other places. So once I finish that up, we are going to put the seats in and try and set up the harnesses. I don't know if I have all the pieces, but we'll figure that out as we go. Okay, so earlier in this video, you guys did see a little sneak peek of the seats that I got. I just put them in, and they look really good, so I'll show you now. So I got the Bride Lomaxes. They are the adjustable ones, like fully adjustable. They have the sliders and the reclinable mechanism, whatever you want to call it. Then I have the Takata Harnesses. They're not mounted yet. They're kind of just chilling here for looks. I did take a picture. I also got my center console in with the shift boot piece, and it looks pretty good. It's honestly all coming together, and you know, the days are coming down. It's almost spring, and this thing's actually getting registered next week, so I'm super hyped on that. But let's try and get the harnesses on. I do also have to mess with the slider mechanism on the seat because it's currently not locking, so I just gotta mess with that real quick, and then we'll put the harnesses on. Alright, what's up guys? It's probably been, I don't know, a week and a half, a week maybe. I know this video is all over the place. Like I probably said in this video's been like probably 2 months in the making. I'm just filming like the little stuff right now. We got the harnesses in, and I have to get the 3-bar slide, I think they're called, for the passenger side. I got it for the driver's side. So the driver's side is fully mounted in. Everything is all set for that. It's mounted to the harness bar. So next up, what I'm going to do is put this plate right here on the floor on the driver's side. I do have the one for the passenger side. I think I've showed you that already. But I already mocked it up. There's little paint marks where I have to drill, and then I'll get back to you guys once I'm about to put it in. I did go to Home Depot, buy some hardware for it, so it'll look like semi-nice, so it wouldn't be like just nuts and bolts. But I'm not, a lot of people, what they do is they rivet nut it in to the floorboard, but I'm just going to use a nut and a bolt, but at least I try to make it look good, so that's what matters, I guess. So I got the Street Faction floor plates in on this side and on the passenger side. Those are completed and they look amazing. The only complaint I have about them is they're a little too flimsy, but I get they're just for like, you know, putting your feet on, but I don't know. That's just my personal preference. So next step, what we're going to do is we're going to put a tachometer in. So I already have the gauge cluster out right now. The way I have everything set up is I'm using the factory like cluster, So I'm gonna keep the temp gauge there, and then we got the tach, and then the speedometer I actually have right there in the box. So we're gonna put that in, and then the fuel gauge is accurate. At least I hope it's accurate, because that would be perfect. I ended up getting the gauge in. This is what it's gonna look like. Pretty cool if you ask me. I may in the future transfer the coolant temp gauge that I have in the center console portion. I'll show you right now. So right there is the air fuel ratio, and water temp, and oil pressure. I may transfer the water temperature to the gauge cluster. I don't know yet. Only to fill in that one, like miscellaneous, only to fill in that one section that isn't like a digital gauge. It's gonna bother me, of course, but for now, those 3 gauges will do. I'm gonna put it in, I'm gonna wire it up, and I'll show you guys the final install with it lit up and everything. What's going on, guys? This is probably the, I don't know, maybe like 4th time in this video that we've done this, but it is what it is. We got the entire interior completely finished on the car, and this is the finished product. Oh, and I also have my fire extinguisher mounted right there in the back. So that's secure. We got all the gauges in, all my LEDs on, whatnot. My seats are fully mounted in, my harness is mounted to the harness bar. So it's coming together real quick. Got the Street Faction floor plates in. You guys already saw that probably like 30 times in this video, but it is what it is. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of what's to come for next video. Really excited about this, but we got 2 major things. We got, also, here's another sneak peek. Bam. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. I know it's been a while. This video has been all over the place. I get that, it sucks, but we're gonna have a lot of content coming up soon. I'm gonna continue making videos. I love it. But I guess for now, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.